Today we are going to open with a big gap to the downside, and overnight is trending down right away, right from the open. So it is quite surprising, to be honest, but not that unexpected, I would say, because after this move there was not much support here. So if we look what happened this week and where are we right now, you can see that within weekly range, this is our week. I merged Friday with Monday because it was holiday, so I don't count this as normal trading. So here is our point of control, but previous week established value around here, and we are trading right at the edge of this balance zone. Today will be very interesting day if we are able to bounce from this area or maybe trade lower and get back into this range. Maybe this will be better visible on this chart. So this is going to be key decision zone. If we fail to bounce, we can easily get back to the high volume node around 93 area, which would fill the gap, and basically on the bigger picture, if we look at some on the monthly, then it would be still okay. On the weekly it would look like a look above and fail above this. Now this would be a 3-week balance more or less, and maybe this will be better visible on the daily, not that much. I made some simple study to gauge the ranges and the extensions, how current auctions are with relation to historical, and we can see that last few days we've traded around 26 points. Last 10 days it was where is it? I don't have this displayed well, but I have this on this chart. Our range is when 10-day range is bigger than 5-day range, so we are contracting, ranges are contracting, and this lowers opportunities for today in general, but today is going to be probably very good for day trading. I'm noticing that we are getting some buyers here, but the price isn't moving higher, so those are maybe buyers that are getting trapped. I have another chart that can display this here. Entire Asian session was trending lower on negative delta. Here bigger effort to short the market, and they succeeded, and now Europe started buying the dip, and here is some inefficient selling, but this entire part is buyers that are now underwater around those prices, so it easily can develop into some bigger move to the downside, especially since we are around 0 gamma, and it can easily flip to short. There's one more interesting chart. Here we traded right around Monday at at the lower bound of this linear regression channel, and we traded up to the upper bound. Now we are in the middle, so we might see some balance here, which would be expected. And again, going back to delta, here I have some normalized delta chart to see if the buyers or sellers are getting ahead or maybe overextended, or they are getting not much for their effort. And now buyers are getting tired, but the price isn't getting higher, so we might see additional weakness in the market. We are around the lower boundary of Friday's expected move from yesterday's close, measured by implied volatility. So it's going to be really interesting, because yesterday the range was around 28 or 20 something points, and now we are right at the lower boundary, so probably some possible adjustments to that early on. Since we are going to open fairly below yesterday's close, I do expect overnight inventory correction, and if we see that early on, it is most likely scenario, and we can see break of this trend line and initial responsive buyers getting us back, for example, to the middle of the gap, measured either from the open to yesterday's low or to yesterday's settle. And I will be looking for an excess early on around here, or after filling the gap, if we are able to establish value right away or not. And if we are if we start trending higher one-time framing, I won't be looking for shorts. If we balance, for example, like this, and then fill the gap, I might look for shorts, because then the balance and value would be lower. And if we trend higher, fill the gap, and then start building value here, I will be looking to enter on a pullback to get back to this high volume node point of control, and ultimately cleaning yesterday's high, because those highs are very poor. So it is possible. Yesterday range was fairly tight. I mean, 36 points isn't that tight, but yeah, so my mistake. If we are to make an outside bar up, we would have to make a similar move as 2 days ago, which would be around 40 points, which is bigger than average last day. So I think that scenario is not most likely, and especially since overnight high is here and overnight low is here, bigger odds are that we will clean overnight low. So if we make an excess lower, I will be entering longs, targeting first overnight point of control, and then maybe trying to trail them back to filling the gap. And if not, if we start building TPOs below overnight low, I'd like to see a pullback so I can short targeting gap fill, and then 3793 was this high volume node from this entire balance, and this is going to be key support, which was the last time we've seen this bigger change happening. Overall, I think that this area should hold, but saying that, we are going to be back within last week's range, and this trade could also be something bigger to traverse entire range back to the lows from previous week, which is quite far away. We should see some bigger catalyst for that. Really important is 20-day moving average, so basically this day. Overall, I think that we might see some balance within this range that was below single prints from Thursday and below yesterday's range. Overall value lower and pretty wide trading range.